So for high school, I went to a school called Harvard Westlake out here in the Valley. And I feel like I was really lucky to find a really like-minded peer group of people who, oops, sorry, I don't know why there's balloons going off. I just updated my computer, so there's things I have yet to fully understand.
That was pretty exciting.
Pretty fun. Feel free to keep that in.
I
It
was
might
saying,
have
how did you do that?
I have the same question. I'm going to keep my hands down here for safety. Uh, but so yeah, in high school, I actually felt like I got a lot of support and encouragement, both from teachers in the theater department and the film department. And also I got lucky with my group of peers. We were just making things from an early age. We were all interested in, theater and film and comedy. And we were, shooting sketches and editing them and putting them out on the early days of YouTube and playing them at assemblies for the rest of the students. And so it felt like almost a unique confluence of things where there was a faculty and a student body who were supportive and game for this kind of, content and this kind of stuff that to me felt like a moment where it really crystallized how much I loved this thing that I already knew I loved, but now suddenly it was like I was finding people who were encouraging me in these different facets. And there was a guy named Ted Walsh. We had this class called Cinema Studies. And I feel like a lot of high schools at the time didn't even have that. And he took it really seriously and treated all of us like real sort of artists, for lack of a better word. And there was something really gratifying and meaningful about your opinions at that age being treated seriously. And not that you still aren't challenged on things, and people can obviously are there to educate you, but your instincts and your creative ideas are also treated with some merit, which was really encouraging. And then I studied theater. I spent a year at Emerson in Boston, and then I studied theater at Wesleyan in Connecticut, and had some really, really wonderful teachers there. An acting teacher named David Jaffe and a directing teacher named Yuri Kordonsky, and both of them were just really thoughtful and supportive and kind. One thing I remember Yuri said to me when I was doing my first rehearsal for we were doing these short plays that we were I think no, it wasn't Chekhov. It'll come to me, but we were doing these little, adaptations and scenes. And I had my first rehearsal and I was like kind of yammering away and I didn't really know what to tell the actors and I wasn't sure how to like engage with anybody. And he just said, "You talk too much, less, leave some room." And I'm still working on that, I'll say, but I think that really stuck with me. Just this idea of trust your collaborator, trust your partner to bring themselves to it and to bring their ideas to it as well. And, it works best when the energy is coming from both directions and you're meeting in the middle.